Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Questing Mom, where we love to do tea time book reviews. We create keto treats to eat during our tea time book reviews. We occasionally review tea and coffee, and I wanted to start a Lazy Sunday series. So, during my Lazy Sunday series, it's basically going to be what I meal prep for the week for work. I do carnivore during the week, and I like to have a variety of things. Now, granted, when I meal prep, I do meal prep the same thing for all 5 days, so I don't have a variety during that week, but I do like to occasionally change it up and have a variety in general when I'm eating carnivore during the week for meal prep. So, I'm going to show you one of my favorite meal preps carnivore for this week. I am so excited. We are going to take this chuck roast. I apologize. I know the picture is not the greatest, but we are going to take this chuck roast and we are going to slow cook it, and it is going to be absolutely delicious. Like, this turns out wonderful. So I like to line my crock pot. Seems to make everything a lot easier at cleanup time. And I'm just going to use simple seasoning. I have Himalayan pink salt that I'm going to use. And I'm also going to use black peppercorn. I do have a grinder, so it's nice and freshly grinded. I love it. We are going to heavily season this in the crock pot and literally let it cook all day. So here is how it looks after I season it. As you can see, I do generously season with salt and pepper. And then we're going to go ahead and put our lid on, and we are going to get the crock pot started. So I always put my crock pot on high. We're going to go ahead and let that cook. I typically cook these, depending on how big they are, anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. It literally just sits on my counter and cooks all day. Super easy meal prep that we can do. So about halfway through, I do like to check up on it, and I do like to flip it over just so that we can get some even cooking on each side. And I know you can see a little bit the bubbling of all the juices that this cooks in. And as you saw, I did not add anything to it. Like, I literally just do salt and pepper, and you're gonna watch me struggle here while I attempt to flip this bad boy over one handed and hold the camera with the other hand. This thing was massive. I think I actually picked this up at Sam's Club. So it was massive. Picked it up at Sam's Club, and it basically filled my entire crock pot. So I finally had to put the camera down, and I did get it flipped over. I'm not adding any seasoning to this side just because of how generously I seasoned the other side. So now that I have this flipped over, I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna pop the lid back on, and we're gonna let this cook for the rest of the time. Now, I know crock pots are literally made to just set and leave it alone, but I don't know, something about flipping it I feel like makes it just a lot more tender. So as you can see, I have lights on, so it's a lot later in the day. We're turning the crock pot off because everything is cooked and ready to go. Now, we did end up having this for dinner, so I didn't have my full week of meal prep from this one piece of meat. But this, like, look at this, so tender, so delicious. Probably could have cooked for a little bit longer, but I honestly think it came out perfect. And I mean, look at that. You get all that nice fat, cooks, and oh, it gets nice and tender and so delicious. I love it, and it perfectly seasoned. So, another, I apologize, not the best video, but this was pretty much the portion of it that I had for dinner. That night, I pretty much just went ahead and I had a carnivore dinner because I made dinner for me and the family with this. And then when everything was said and done, there were 3 portions left out. Now, when I portion out my meals, it is roughly about 6 to 8 ounces of meat that I do if I do just meat for my carnivore. I'll do 6 to 8 ounces and I'll portion that out for the week. I did get 3 out of this because, like I said, we use this for dinner, but I still think it came out really, really good. I was really, really happy. And I absolutely love this. Like I said, it is one of my absolute favorites when it comes to meal prep and when it comes to my carnivore eating. So I hope you found this educational. I hope you enjoyed this short, quick, lazy Sunday. Do some meal prepping with me. And if you enjoy this series, if you want to see more of this series, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what carnivore meal you would like for me to try, and I can meal prep it for you and let you know how much I like it or if I don't like it. Like I said, this is going to be more of my lazy series. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.